Okay, so now I hate this game. I unironically, absolutely hate this game. I didn't hate it up until now. I was indifferent to it. Now I hate it. Why do I hate it? Because every morning I start making my videos for today. And I already made the videos for this channel, but then they decided to make the announcement right now, so it's breaking news, which means that I have to record it now. Instead of waiting until tomorrow. If I upload this tomorrow, nobody watches it. So like, why couldn't they announce this in the morning? Why couldn't they announce this last night? Why are they announcing it now? But yes, so apparently, the most amazing, awesome game ever, IGN, is now going to give refunds to everyone playing it. So all the game journalists and their 2 viewers are going to get a refund because I haven't heard about anyone else playing. Anyone else. Like, every single time I was on Twitter, it's like, oh my god, Concord is so amazing. And then you look to see who they are, and it turns out that they're a journalist or some shit. To be fair, there were also developers from other companies, right? I hope they don't actually get any inspiration from this game, except what not to do. I love the fact that, you know, that chica, I forgot her name, the one that's like a tank, you know, the one that's built like 5 football guys put together. She never appeared on any promotional box ever. Like, she appeared in the beginning, just to see that she's in the game, the absolute unit. You probably know who I'm talking about. But then for some mysterious reason, she just disappeared from everywhere. You know, if I had the player to mind control and puppeteer people, because this is what the narrative is going on. Like, if you listen to the game journalists, this is what they're saying, right? You have Sony and their multi-million-dollar marketing team, which is struggling to convince people that this game is good. And you have IGN and Kotaku slaving overnight, trying to persuade people to play the game. And the game itself was amazing. I mean, it was probably one of the best games that America ever made. But unfortunately, those goddamn YouTube content creators, those goddamn internet trolls, people like me, who are shitting on the game, this is why the game failed. So basically, they're implying that I and many other content creators, like, we have the ability to puppeteer the masses, to tell people, like, don't play the game. Don't play the game. And, you know, for some reason, Sony just doesn't want to hire us as their agitators. But if I had the actual power to control people, if I actually had the power to get you guys to be my personal army, I think the biggest troll right now would be to convince you to buy the game. Like, now after they announce that they will cancel it, now is the moment to buy it, because you get a refund anyway. And they're shutting down the server, so it would be nice, like, when they're shutting down, it's like, boom, 1 million players, right? Oh, no, to be fair, it would be incredibly harsh. I take it back. I'm not going to do it, because I stand by what I said in the past. I said that the United Nations should catalog this game as torture. Like, if I was locked in Guantanamo Bay, and they made me choose, it's like, V, you either get to be waterboarded, or you get to play 1 hour of Concord, I would legitimately be taken aback. I wouldn't know what to say. I would have to think about it. But, like, is it really 1 hour? Like, can we not make it, like, 40 minutes? This game would be absolute torture. Like, if you got prisoners to play the game, it would be inhumane conditions. They could sue and they would probably win. So, you know, my joke that I would get you guys to buy it just so that they can see the numbers before going down as a troll. Yeah, I'm thinking it through, and I'm thinking no, because I want you guys to maintain your sanity. Do you know that I saw on Twitter? They were saying that there's, like, the first ever transgender character that's a voice actor in this game or something. I forgot. It was, like, among the many things. It's a historical achievement, so I guess this game will have 2 historical achievements. Now it will be, like, the first ever identity politics, whatever that was. But the second one is that it's a bigger failure than E.T. I actually checked it out, and I'm afraid to say that Extraterrestrial, according to my information, unless I'm wrong, but Extraterrestrial actually managed to sell more copies than this shit, which took, what, several years to develop, hundreds of millions of dollars, and at no point did anyone speak out. At no point did anyone from the company have the balls, the testicles, to say, look, What the fuck are we doing here? This shit is not selling. I wouldn't play this. My son wouldn't play this. I can't figure about anyone that would play this. The reality is the people who made it aren't playing it, or else you would see it in the numbers, which is why they're shutting it down. There is a rumor out there, a conspiracy theory, that actually it sold even less copies than was initially suggested. You see, there is an achievement in the game, which you get it if you kill a person in multiplayer. So like the first time you launch the game, the first time you kill a person, you get the achievement. Now there are websites which monitor the achievements. And what people notice is that the number of achievements compared to the number of sales is 10 times lower, which is very bizarre. Now, you know, I can see the idea that someone bought the game and never played it. It can happen, right? Like, I mean, a lot of people do that on Steam. Maybe like you pre-order it, or maybe you just buy it and you haven't had time to get around to play it, although you better should before August the 8th. You're missing out. So, it is possible, like 10 times the number. Holy shit. Which would probably expose another thing that they're doing, right? Because like up until now, we know that all these corporations, all these quadruple A gaming companies, they're employing bots in order to push the game. Sometimes the bots also argue with people that are against the game, or they shit on games that are competition. And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do this. Like, it would be possible that they also buy a certain number of copies. Like, take into account that these companies, they do have money for PR. Like, they do have money that's set aside for marketing. So, like, by saying that the number of copies were bought, you create the illusion that, okay, well, this game is actually popular, right? It's kind of like sweetening the pot, if you will. And you also, if you're selling it on Steam or on other platforms, goes with the CEO for the platform, right? Like it pushes you up the algorithm. So yeah, like it's interesting how the game journalists only talk about review bombing. Like they're very concerned about review bombing. That's horrible. But whenever you have like companies that use bots and do all these other underhanded marketing tactics, and you know, like they have like third parties that contact content creators and give them a list of talking points and tell them exactly what to say. And how to praise the game and all that shit. For some reason, the journalists are asleep. There's no articles about that. There's no problem when companies are getting bots to give positive reviews. Like, no, that's fine. It's only when the customer is upset and they give a negative review. That is when the journalists wake up and they're very concerned. Anyway, right. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.